Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back as well to Mommy Monday, where we just discuss everything to do with being a mom or anything related to family and children. And every week I kind of do something different, but today I just had another product I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is the Babymoon Pillow. Now, if you guys have ever heard of these, basically what it is just, it kind of looks like the Boppies, the breastfeeding pillows, but it's for a baby. It velcros, so it can open as just being a neck support, or it velcros shut, completely comfortable all the way around, so it's not like the velcro bothers the baby at all, but it just looks like a little pillow that you put behind the baby's head, just with this little open hole. And what this is supposed to do is help with flat spots. Now, I saw this in a video, a YouTube video. It wasn't a review. It was more so somebody talking about flat spots, and they said that they had purchased this, and I got a little curious. So I decided to do some research on my own. Now, obviously, for SIDS prevention, they recommend that you place babies on their back until they are old enough to roll over, and then you really can't control whether or not they're on their stomach or their back, so they always recommend putting the babies on their backs to sleep. But obviously with that comes the risk of having a flat head, and sometimes it really doesn't make a difference. By the time the babies are rolling over, you're not really too concerned, but in other cases there can be some severe flat heads that can really damage like the physical appearance of the baby. And I don't want to say damage as being rude or anything like that. I don't mean that at all, but I just mean it can kind of transform the outer appearance, or you can definitely see it may be rounder over here and very flat on one side. And to me, even though nobody else saw it, I was with my baby all the time, and I just had a feeling that this side was becoming a little flatter than the other side. So I did some research, and I did a lot of research. I was very interested in this. Now, if pediatrician thinks that the baby is getting what is known as flathead syndrome, or anything to the extreme to where medical attention is necessary, they actually will wear a helmet that kind of conforms the skull where it needs to be as it's setting in place. So there is means to correct any very extreme flat heads, but it is very, very costly. And from what I've learned, insurance does not always cover it because it is more so a physical thing, even if it is severe. So insurances are very iffy about it. But I still was curious when I noticed that. To me, this was just another one of those peace of mind things. Is it necessary? No. But is it an interesting thing that I want to do a little bit more thought on? Yes. So basically, you are supposed to allow the baby to kind of sit on this whenever they are on their back. So whether it be in the crib or when you're changing them, anything like that. And just because it is kind of open and circular, it is supposed to help the skull form how it should and give the baby that nice round head. I paid $28 off of Amazon. I believe that was free shipping as well. But obviously, being Amazon, I know that there's different vendors, so the prices can change. But I did find this, and it comes in all different colors. So whether you have a boy, a girl, you want a neutral, anything like that, you can find just about any color. I did kind of cut off the tag just because it was really annoying. Like I said, on the back it does Velcro, but it's nothing that touches the baby or anything like that. Since I've had this, it has not come undone or anything like that. This is washable, so say the baby happens to spit up, or you just want to routinely clean it, I toss it in a little bag and toss it in the washer and the dryer, and it does perfectly fine. It's held up very well. Now, obviously, when it comes to SIDS and all that stuff, they always say don't put anything in the crib. So I actually began just allowing him to have naps on this until I really saw how he moved on it and everything like that, and just to be safe. And I watch him like a hawk. I know all moms are like that with babies. No matter how many you have, you are constantly like checking in on them. So I did that a lot when he was on this at first, but now I know exactly how he moves on it and what how he acts, his body reacts to it. So in the beginning we used it for diaper changes. Anytime we were playing with him and he was on his back, or any naps he was on that. I did not allow him to do this for the nighttime sleep. But eventually, as he got bigger, I've said this in my other videos, he's a large baby, we did allow him to sleep on this through the night, and he always did well. We swaddled him, so he didn't really tend to move that much when he was younger. He just kind of stayed in one little tight, compact area. But as he's gotten bigger, I have noticed that he will literally kind of roll off this. He's not rolling yet, but he will like wiggle his way to then like laying on the side of this, and we will find this on like one end of the crib and he's kind of like just laying there on the other side. But that is just from him wiggling and moving about. Obviously if your baby is rolling, this isn't necessary, because if they prefer the stomach, they are going to roll onto that stomach to go back to sleep. So I think the moment that he starts rolling, this will be taken away. But I love this as a precautionary thing. Obviously it's just physical appearance, but to me, I just never knew how severe it was going to get. If he continued laying on his back, would it really become something serious that we'd have to look at? And I will say I did go to my pediatrician and I was like, look, I'm the only one that sees this, but do you think my child is getting a flat spot? And he agreed with me. He said it was still very, very minor, so nothing he would take a look at more in depth, but that he did notice that this was definitely flatter than the other side. So if you're ever concerned, you can totally talk to your pediatrician about that. I'm not a doctor by any means, but I did like this for peace of mind. $28 to me was nothing. And I mean, to me, if you're laying like at the beach or on any kind of hard surface, this is also just great to put on their head in any kind of case, to have it there so that it's nice and comfy for them and not hard. So this is coming handy in all different kinds of situations. Now, when they get older and they don't necessarily need it anymore, you can use it as a neck support, and this can kind of go right behind their head like this, just like you would use a airplane pillow for yourself. That's exactly what it does, and it just supports their neck in any case. But I just want to come on here and really do a little bit more of a discussion about this, because I didn't see many about this. And obviously if you're interested in this and want more of a review, always look at the comments of whatever you're purchasing. There are some people that said their baby would automatically roll off of this. I think it's different for every child. If your child's gonna roll early, you're not going to need this, and that is why. But I did not have any issues with him like falling off of it. Like, it's really, when they're laying on it, it's not like it's completely high off the crib at all to where it's like they're falling 50 feet. Will it startle them? Maybe. My child, it didn't really necessarily startle him a lot. The only time it really startles him is if he's awake and he kind of starts shifting and he moves. But when he's sleeping, whenever he not falls off of it, but kind of scoots off of it, I will say, we don't hear a peep out of him. We just remove the pillow at that time. I'm talking all sorts of crazy today, but we will remove the pillow at that time and then just allow him to sleep naturally, and however he fell, he fell. So this is just an interesting thing. If you guys are interested, or if you guys have tried this, definitely let me know down below, and I will link this exact one down in the description box as well. But like I said, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it because I had not seen a super amount of information on YouTube for this. So I hope this helps any of you guys out there that are thinking about flat spots like I was. But other than that, I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you're having a terrific day. Thanks guys. Bye.